can you go give Sassy and the piglets some new hay?
Sure.
Well, I will definitely say it is nice to have a teenage boy that knows how to tend to a farm to give me a hand, especially because we've got like, I think we're gonna get hit with a pretty big snowstorm. Last I checked, we're in the like 21 inch rain, so yeah, here we go. The snow fence is all up and the bees seem to be doing okay. This poor little garden has definitely have seen better days, but at this point we have harvested quite a bit. I do have some carrots that I need to pick up, and then tomorrow, if we're gonna have a snow day, I'm pretty excited to do some cooking, and we've got some plans to mix up some tinctures. I've got some rosemary here that is completely beautiful and ready to pick. I also have some sage and thyme that we need to pick up. I do plan on tincturing some of our rosemary. Also gonna cook with it. I have a bunch of bone broth that we're gonna do. I'm actually looking forward to having a snow day. A big one, at least. I tell you, I still think that one of my favorite smells in the garden is fresh herbs between the basil and sage and thyme and rosemary, but gosh, it's amazing. My garden doesn't look beautiful like it normally does, but to me it's still beautiful. Do you know why? Because it reminds me of the season of work and everything that we've done to it, and we are thankful for the break for right now. But here in the next couple of weeks, oh boy, we got a lot of gardening, but I need to come back in here and cut all of this down. All of this, I gotta cut it all down and just kinda, I'm a little behind in the game, but it's okay. It is what it is.
So the bees are all up in the hives right now because it's winter time. And when it's winter time, they're all in the hives and they're all clutching up together. Let's see if we can hear. I can hear them. And if I put my hand up to the box, I can feel them.
Yeah, the bees are definitely all clustered today. I'm sure that they are preparing for their snow as well. Let's get some sage. Come on. You want to harvest some sage with me?
Yeah. Trust me with pliers.
Yeah. Snippers. All right, you harvest the sage. I'm gonna see if I can go pick some carrots. I've got some plans. I'm gonna make a bunch of broth over this snowstorm, and I've got some carrots that I still need to pick. Pulled out a few, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some Swiss chard and see what we can do with it. So yeah, try to make the best and use everything that we can, at least for right now, before it's covered in snow, which I know I could absolutely cover it. I know I could, and I probably should.
You should.
I know, I should. Okay, let's get some carrots. You wanna help me? My Swiss chard and my carrots are a little close.
Got dirt all over it.
Well, of course. It's a nice one. We're gonna make some soup with it. Are there any more like that?
I think there's. Oh, I found one. I think.
Yep. Go ahead and.
We just found a big one. What if it ends up being like a short carrot?
That would be funny.
I can wiggle. It's like a wiggly tooth, but it's a carrot.
No.
No.
All that? Let me see it.
Oh my god! I knew it. It's a short one.
That's okay.
It
We'll
looks
still
like,
eat it.
Kind of looks like a snowman.
It does look
Head,
like a snowman.
body.
We're gonna pick a little bit more, see what else is here that I can use for whatever stew we are doing. I thought I had some fennel growing, but I don't. I know I have some celery growing. My lettuce is still growing, which is pretty awesome. And I gotta go finish doing all the critters. So, yeah, this is my life in the garden. It's definitely nice to be able to do a little grocery shopping when you wanna cook some dinner. But I think
All right, Mom. I'll be in the carrot section.
the carrot aisle.
Yep.
So it's definitely nice to be able to have a little bit here and there, even if it's to the smallest degree. I tell anybody, if you have any desire to grow anything, just do it, because it is so rewarding to be able to have a little bit of stuff to make dinner with. That's definitely one thing that I love about having a garden, even though it's like 30 degrees outside and we are due for some big snow. So still got a little bit of work to do. Come on.
I feel like there's a big one right here. It's hard to get out.
Oh my goodness.
If it was short, I would have cried.
That's a big
Just like that
one.
It's a big one.
That is.
It's actually a big one.
That is going to be good for some dinner.
Definitely.
I'm definitely happy about that little bit of a harvest, and I am really excited about being able to plan our next garden, which I already started working up the seeds. Did I tell you guys? Did I show you guys my picture on what I kind of want to do? I might have. I might not have. I know I shared on Instagram and Facebook on a few platforms on some ideas that I had for our garden this year. But I'm pumped. I'm ready. It's time. I'm excited about snow. I'm excited about using this day as a break. We picked some lovely herbs, and tomorrow we're gonna tincture them. So I'll bring out my camera so you guys can kind of see what we're doing, but we're hitting the tinctures like pretty hard tomorrow. I was gonna go and take you guys to go see some of the critters, but I'm freezing, and I think I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. So I'll be right back. Ella and I decided that we would come in and start our big old batch of bone broth soup that we've wanted to cook for a little while. All the veggies that we picked today, and then I also had some onions that we harvested, and garlic, and celery, and what else do we have? We've got a bunch of herbs.
We got sage, mint.
We do. We have sage and mint and thyme and rosemary. We figured this would be a good opportunity for us to get into the kitchen and get our big old 22-quart roasting pan out, get it all in there, cook it all up, and so we're gonna let it cook all pretty much overnight. Just let it cook and do its thing, and then tomorrow on this really cold day we'll have a nice batch of bone broth that we can enjoy.
Yeah, I heard that there's gonna be snow.
I heard there's gonna be snow.
Like 12 inches.
No, I heard 21.
20.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, good thing I have carrots to make snowmen.
Yes, you do have to save a carrot.
Yeah, you know, snowmen need to breathe, you know?
They do need to breathe. So this batch of bone broth, we're actually using the leftover necks from all the chickens that we harvested. We harvested about 50 chickens this go around, and they all came from McMurray Hatchery. I would say we got a pretty good amount that were 6 pounds, 5 pounds. We did get some smaller ones, but that's okay. They were hens. We're definitely going to use them, especially when it comes to roasting. We're kind of treat them like a larger Cornish game hen, but this is smelling really good. We've got all the veggies in the oven, and then I did take this 22 quart roaster that we have, and I have the necks kind of sauteing in there, and then we're pretty much gonna add all of the veggies that I roasted and add some water and just let it be.
That tastes great.
Oh my goodness, this is smelling so good. Basically, after I roasted all these veggies from the garden, I'm gonna toss it in. So definitely where the magic happens is letting this just cook down, adding water to it, and just letting it do its thing. This is gonna make some really awesome broth, and it all came from our farm. Pretty excited about that. I almost forgot to add, this is one of our, the remainder of the chicken that we had last night for dinner, the night before. Anyways, we saved the bones, and I'm gonna throw this in there because all it's gonna do is just cook down and just make an even better broth for a bone broth. I'm so glad I didn't forget this. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we are gonna wake up and there's gonna be some snow. We're gonna check back in on that bone broth, and I'm gonna try to write down. My husband's in the background saying, fingers crossed. Yes, hopefully there's some snow. I'm gonna try to write down my recipe for my bone broth. To be honest with you, it is just whatever I have growing and whatever we have. I think I definitely threw in our carrots, onions, celery. I added thyme, rosemary, and sage. Then I also had some garlic, and we did some ginger because we did have some ginger, and it is definitely smelling really good, but it's all gonna be to taste, and we'll go from there. So it sounds like I'm gonna see you guys in the morning.